So I want to firstly give full credit for this image to Geeks and Gamers, and he used it for The Last Jedi, and I've just taken it and updated it for The Rise of Skywalker, and it's a great image. And if you haven't heard of Geeks and Gamers, I'm sure you have, but I'll leave a link in the description below. But what I want to point out is that I've seen a number of videos discussing Rise of Skywalker, and there's something that they're not discussing, and that is this is a saga of 9 movies, almost like a story. Let's say, for example, it's like a James Bond movie. The movie or the story has to end in a happy ending, or it's like Avengers Endgame. We know that Thanos dies, we know that half the world's population returns, and we know that half the Avengers return. It's just a matter of how it happens. And in The Rise of Skywalker, this saga of 9 movies has to end in a happy ending. Or many fans have spent 40 years watching these movies, yet the Jedi fail, the Skywalkers fail, Luke Skywalker fails, Rey fails, and what happens is that it's people like Palpatine and the First Order and Kylo Ren and Darth Vader. They're like the victorious characters. They've won. They've taken full control of the universe, and it's like this oppressive regime that takes over control of everything. There's no rebellion. People like Finn and Poe Dameron, they're all killed off, and it's like this horrible dictatorship that controls everybody's life. That's obviously not going to happen. This saga has to end in a happy ending. So that means that Rey has to kill off Kylo Ren. She has to kill Palpatine. She has to kill the First Order. So what's remaining is this group of characters, almost like normal people, like droids, aliens, humans, and they join together and become like this Skywalker. So it's like the human race. Under the human race on planet Earth, you have different genders, different races, different religions, but we're all this human race. So in Star Wars, all the characters that are just normal people going about their daily lives, normal droids, normal aliens, they become like this joined together race of Skywalkers. So when they say the rise of Skywalker, what it is, it's the rise of all these different types of characters becoming Skywalkers. So obviously Luke Skywalker's been killed, and then Rey might even die, but what's left behind is like this happy ending. This saga of 9 movies has to end in a happy ending, and that will portray Rey as this almost like this godlike figure, this ultra Mary Sue who's capable of anything. So it's like Thanos killing half the world's population in his sleep. He's literally asleep, yet he can perform all these sort of tricks. That's what Rey will be portrayed as. She will be an ultra Mary Sue who is capable of anything. She will kill off Kylo Ren, she will kill Palpatine, and she'll also kill off the First Order. She'll have some way of ending the Stormtroopers. Now, I'm not saying it's permanent. They might do future movies in the future, but it's like the remnant, this small remnants of the First Order. So they might go from, say, 1 million stormtroopers down to 2, and these 2 stormtroopers go and hide, and then 30 years from now they come back and reproduce the First Order. But the First Order and Palpatine and these characters that are bad will have to be killed off. That's the whole concept of a happy ending. That's the only way that this story can end. Because if you watched a James Bond movie and James Bond failed, you'd be very angry. Or if you watched Avengers Endgame and it turned out that Thanos won, many fans would be very annoyed by that. There would be some fans that would like that, but it'd be interesting, it'd be a real twist. But the vast majority, I would say 90% of all fans, would be really angry that Thanos has won. And it's something that the producers just wouldn't do. The writers would not go down that route. Some might want to, but most fans wouldn't want that. And the same with Star Wars. I would suggest that 90% of all Star Wars fans want the Jedi to win. They want the Skywalker legacy to be victorious. So that means that Rey has to be the ultra Mary Sue. And I think you're going to be shocked just how of a Mary Sue Rey has to be in this story. It will be like nothing you've seen before. She will have like godlike skill where she can do anything. And I think that many fans are going to be shocked just how powerful Rey is going to be, because she has to be. She has to kill off Palpatine. She has to kill off Kylo Ren. She somehow has to kill off the First Order all by herself, or she's not going to be the legend of the generation. In the trailer it says every generation has a legend. So for Rey to be a legend, she has to give this saga of movies a happy ending. So that's my thoughts on it. If you disagree, leave your comments below. And also like and subscribe. But for me, you're going to be shocked. Everybody's going to be shocked. They can't even imagine just how much of a Mary Sue Rey is going to be portrayed as. It's going to be off the charts in terms of a Mary Sue character. Again, leave your comments below and also like and subscribe.